Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be looking at the Jack and Lily Sullivan case, because someone on the biological dad's side of the family has spoken out, and this will shock you. Also, Lily and Jack went missing and were searched for straight away. This is very important, and I will tell you why. So the first thing that we are going to look at in today's video is this clip that was posted by someone on TikTok, because it shows that someone has left a suspicious comment on one of the family members' posts, which is very worrying.
Said, post all you want, Joe. I still coming to collect. Now this post, this comment.
Wait, what the, okay. Malaya's brother shared mom's post. Okay, still praying and sharing. Please share and issue an Amber Alert to find these precious children. Even the brother's pushing for an Amber Alert. We cannot go another night without them. Okay. Someone posted a comment that reads, post all you want, Joe. I still coming to collect. I mean, what? What?
So in the video, you can see that a comment was left on Malaya's brother's post, which he shared on Facebook, about Jack and Lily going missing. And this comment is very disturbing. The comment says, post all you want, Joe. I'm still coming to collect. But the name of the person who said this has been blurred out. But what is he talking about? And what is he coming to collect? This really doesn't look good. And this basically tells you that there was a lot more going on than we think. Now, before we get into the messages from the biological dad's family, we are going to look at someone who makes some very good points about the case that I want to talk about.
A neighbor of Lily and Jack Sullivan. It's been 19 days since Lily Sullivan and Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their rural Nova Scotia home. Despite search efforts picking up almost immediately after receiving the call that the two children had allegedly wandered away, pausing and then resuming their search, nothing in the wooded area close by to their home indicates that they walked through that very thick terrain with a lot of fallen trees. No boot prints, no articles of clothing, no pieces of clothing, no scent, nothing. Glenn Brown, who worked as an operational dog handler in the RCMP for 26 years before retiring, states that this case is very unusual. He says it's really strange to have two kids who just wandered away and there's no evidence to suggest where they could have wandered to. He said, quote, I find it hard to believe that a 6- and 4-year-old would just disappear like that. Now, this guy doesn't work for the RCMP anymore, but he has the knowledge and experience of working for them. And he is saying what we are all thinking as a professional, someone who has done work in this field. He's saying that this just doesn't make sense. Now, we've heard a lot about canine dogs being brought in to track Lily and Jack's scent, but we haven't heard anything about cadaver dogs. Now, Daniel Martel, the kid's stepfather, stated that he wants cadaver dogs to be brought in during one of his recent interviews. Why have cadaver dogs not been utilized in this search yet? Cadaver dogs are used to specifically pick up the scent of human remains. And in this situation where Lily and Jack are believed to be deceased according to the RCMP after 19 days, allegedly in the woods, you would think that cadaver dogs would be utilized so that it would be easier for them. So I find it weird how that hasn't been utilized yet. I'm wondering if that hasn't been utilized yet because authorities feel like maybe the kids aren't in the woods after all. Or maybe cadaver dogs have been used since Daniel Martel's last interview. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to find anything concrete to indicate that cadaver dogs have been used in the wooded area nearby the home. I'm still in my gut feeling like there is some sort of foul play that took place here, whether it's by way of a family member or by way of a stranger. On one hand, we have the road that is right there very close by to the home. The kids apparently had their backpack. It's possible that they could have walked toward the road to go to school, start walking to school when they were grabbed by somebody driving by. And then on the other hand, we have Lilly and Jack not going to school on Tuesday because it was a day off. Wednesday and Thursday, they weren't in school because they weren't feeling good. And Friday, they were reported missing. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the kids were unaccounted for by anyone except the mother and the stepfather. That is also extremely suspicious when you put all of this together. So authorities have a lot to look through, a lot to investigate, a lot to review, a lot of interviews that they need to conduct, a lot of footage that they're going to have to look into. Hopefully there's some sort of cameras on one end or the other end of the road, just something that could provide more insight as to what happened to these two kids, because clearly looking in the wooded area close by to the home is not sufficing. Malaya Brooks Murray, the two children's mother, stated on May 2nd that she wants an Amber Alert for the kids. She says that they are not shy to strangers and will go with anyone. They don't understand stranger danger. At this point, they may have been taken. Please send an Amber Alert now. And when you have that, knowing the kids would have gone with a stranger if they were approached, combined with the fact that Lilly had her backpack and could have been walking toward the road to go to school, and then we have this article right here that states that the RCMP stated that there is impassable conditions and terrain in the woods. It just seems to indicate that the kids never wandered into the woods in the first place. Could the kids have actually been abducted, or was Malaya Brooks Murray just trying to paint the picture that they could have possibly been abducted? Because on one hand, she's saying the kids would have talked to and went with anybody, but I'm pretty sure it was Daniel Martell, the stepfather, who said something completely different.
So, the main thing that I want to talk about is the fact that pretty much as soon as Jack and Lilly went missing, they were searched for. And this is normally a big problem in missing persons cases, because what tends to happen in cases like these is that there is some missing time after the disappearance, which makes it harder to actually locate the person you're looking for. But Daniel apparently went out looking straight away, and that leaves me with a bad feeling. Because if he looked straight away, and Jack and Lilly had just wandered off, then the chances of him finding the kids would be very high, but instead, no one has been found. Which does leave you thinking that they aren't anywhere near the woods. The last thing that we are going to look at are some messages from the biological dad's aunt, and she had some very shocking things to say. In the first part of the message, she says, "The kids didn't even go in the woods in the first place, plus they have dogs in the yard, which, if someone adopted them, the dogs would have made a noise. I say they were taken off the land by someone close to them, and by quad or vehicle, and they are nowhere in them dense woods. So just stop searching, because they're not there." So this is coming from the biological dad's aunt, and apparently the real dad was described as not being in the picture. Then all of a sudden, these comments appear. So does she or any of the dad's side know anything about the disappearances? Or is she just basing this off of what she knows about the family? Also, in the last bit of the message, the aunt says that they need to interrogate the two parents and see which one cracks first. So obviously, she is blaming the family and suggesting that they're involved. What I find strange is that the aunt says, "I know they're nowhere around that area whatsoever. In my heart, I know." It sounds to me like she is very sure about this. But how does she know? The next message from the aunt shows her saying that Jack and Lilly aren't around the home and are somewhere else. So we can see that the blame game is in full effect here. First, you have Daniel getting blamed by Malaya's family, and now the biological dad's family is blaming them. But surely there is no need to blame anyone or be making such outrageous claims unless they know something has happened to Jack and Lilly. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will update you as we find out more.